our artificial intelligence practice, our Asian intelligence practice. Because together, together, yes, we can break our microphone stand. We can improve while laughing our way towards a bank. I wanted to say laughing our way towards a hardware wallet, but let's try to not have 19 layers of comedy. Let's just try to do one layer of comedy. Because remember, this is the live stream of, hey, meet Larry Chiang, comedian. Let's rub people the best way. This is how we're doing it in practice. We're taking a video. I found one. It's called Cowboy Up AI to get better at Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club. Let's cowboy up AI to get slightly better at a landing page. Because what we're doing during this comedic video, which, admit it, it's hilarious, is we're going to laugh our way to installing 6.15 Bitcoin onto a hardware wallet. We're going to laugh our way to the bank by making time in and of itself yield more time. This is how we're going to bend time to our will. This is how we're going to be winning at time by allocating time towards a thing, yielding more time, computer science winning. Don't be intimidated when I say science or computer, because I'm about to show you something that is going to wow you like it's a magic trick. So I've identified a video. It's cowboy. It's cowboy themed. Cowboy AI. This is the hair, in case you guys were wondering. Let's focus. We are taking a video and we are remixing it, and I'm showing you how the remix button works, which is this. We identify a cowboy video. I happen to have found one in the mirror. The mirror. There's a unicorn in the mirror too. Let's watch this magic trick, because airbender, time bender, currently you are at time spender. Thank you for meeting me. Hi, I'm Larry Chiang. We're going to go from time spending to time making. Are we going to be rubbing people the best way? Yes. This is what we're doing. Cowboy video. Underneath the video. Oh, I found this guy. His name is Larry Chiang. Wow. 722 subscribers. It's kind of a lot. There's a remix button. Oh, I'm going to hit it. When I hit, I'm going to go back. So, this is my YouTube. This is the remix button. Remix. It's like when the DJ that your club paid $80,000 for shows up and he's going to DJ, right? And then he literally hits one button and then mentally checks out for the next 90 minutes. He literally hits one button and he makes 80 grand. Now, I'm not telling you how to do that. that's a different video for a different Las Vegas DJ festival. I'm showing you my hair. I'm showing you the remix button. Because when you are a DJ and you show up and you make 80K, that's some DJ stuff. And that's hilarious. What we're going to do is we're going to take one baby step towards this magic time machine. Time machine. Which is hitting the remix button. Now we have these options. Which are these options. We hit green screen and we pick out the conclusion so that way we compress 20 minutes of this video into 15 seconds. We don't need to talk. Our face doesn't even need to be shown. We can just show a placard or a book. What's up? Welcome back. Let's keep the comments not dating themed because we're remixing. You missed the joke of a DJ friend showing up and making $80,000 for pressing one button. Thank you. Let's talk about business. I like it. What's toxic gameplays? Tell me what toxic gameplays. Actually, tell me what toxic gameplays is after I show you Time Machine. So, after you hit remix, there's a workflow for remixing and scaling your business of You Incorporated. Did you like how I read while I time machined, while I killed 5 birds, 1 stone? Which is, we hit remix and then we select green screen. Because this is a foolproof workflow to win at time machining. If you think that we're going to scam people, nope. We're going to do book reports as if we're reporting to Silicon Valley executives. Let me repeat this because somehow people get distracted in thinking that they're going to get scammed. We're doing a book report on a video. Dare I say, a video report using the remix button. This is us taking the simplest thing and shipping one video. Because some of the people that come to my comedy sets, some of the people don't have any videos. Yet they're commenting, oh, I'm angry about how easy you do a video. Thank you for telling me that I'm rubbing you in the right way as your first Chinese friend who's honest with you, as your first American-born Chinese friend who's keeping you accountable, your first Chinese friend who kind of doesn't care about your feelings, even though I want to be best friends with you and I'm dropping knowledge bombs because I drop knowledge bombs via the remix button, which is now I have to hit green screen. Oh, okay. So now I hit green screen and then I select
which for some reason
perfectly.
See because they just aren't trained to use the remix button. When we remix a video, now that video is curated by the retweet button, which for some reason very few people see. Retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because they just aren't trained to use the remix button. When we remix a video, now that video is curated by a retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because
now we are in a time machine because that was not purposeful. Like you're watching me do it live, where the video for Cowboy AI, Cowboy Up Our and Improve Our Imagination, I accidentally went to the right spot. Now we're remixing, and can we keep the sexual Hail Marys to a minimum? Can we focus not on, hey, Larry, you seem super smart, I'd like to date you? Yeah, the vagina pattern is full. Thank you for throwing putty at 99 miles an hour. Let's take that sexual energy and let's channel it right into the coincidence of remixing the perfect video. Now what we're going to do after we hit remix, green screen, now we're going to need to record a reaction. Trans women are women, okay? And so you throwing vagina, just throw as much as you want. Can we focus, which is me recording myself winning at remixing. I'm going to use the countdown.
retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because they just aren't trained to use the remix button. When we remix a video, now that video is curated.
We just remixed a video about remixing during meeting Larry Chiang, stand-up comedian. This isn't how meta. This is time machining, free time for yourself, because together we can scale, because initially we're going to be doing things that don't scale. Pinned message, which is initially I had a hard time with scaling. This is us solving your startup while executing an AI via the remix button. Doing things that don't scale, all together with the dangling points that I previously brought up. We want to be able to stand atop of existing work, to curate that work, compress it, remix, to DJ, $80,000 show up, to DJ APIs into waking up, being super motivated, because every hour that you spend turns into 19 hours later. That's the chapter 66 of Snowball, which is the momentum. I used to hate Warren Buffett. Put a pin in that. So what we're doing is we're compressing other work that expands. Compression expansion, that's an internal combustion engine. You're not a Duracell battery. You're an internal combustion engine. You eat food and then you shit out this video, which is genius, which is Meet Larry Chiang, the comedian. This is me pooping out a thought via my imagination, helping you remix an existing thing. That's a compression, where then I need to say, whoa, Larry, you just dropped a lot of knowledge on me. I'm going to need to decompress. Well, guess who can help you with that decompression? Artificial intelligence. What if you wrote a summary essay using AI on, oh my God, I met Larry Chiang. These are the 75 things that I learned. The first 15 I'll give you for free. This is why there's no paywall. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit the checkbox.
Retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because they just are.
Now we hit done. Oh wait, we go to captions.
Retweet button.
All we're doing is installing captions on a video.
Very few people see because
Computers do this.
trained to use the remix button. When we remix a video, now that video is curated. Retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because they just aren't trained to use the remix button. When we remix a video, now that video is curated. Retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because they just aren't trained to use the remix button.
You will
When we
remix.
remix a video, now that video is curated. Retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because they just aren't trained to use the remix button. When we remix a video, now that video is curated. Retweet button, which for some reason very few people see because they just aren't trained to use the remix button.
Did this video just become super magical? Yes, because now we're going to title this compressed video as, did this video just become magical? That's the name of this remix. Upload. Bam! That's answers the question that Toxic Gameplays has, which is, I just can't spend enough to scale. Why are we spending? Why are you worried about scale? This is solving, I just can't spend enough to scale. Well, I'm going to answer that, but I'm also going to catch up on what you guys have been dropping. I need to be able to spend 15K a week on inventory per week, and I can only spend 5 at this point. Yeesh. Remix. Yes, I get it, okay? Trans women are women, okay? Let's focus on this focus, which is let me tell the jokes. Let me tell the jokes, and then you pick up the money and you laugh. I'm fine with ethnic. I'm fine with ethnicity. As the most Caucasian person in the United States of America, yeah, whatever. Okay, so we are back to the scale of I can't spend enough to scale. So instead what we're doing is this. Thinking that you have to spend money to make money is not correct. And once you start to think spend zero, make money, that's remixing. Because you thinking that another mistake, which is I have to buy things in order to sell things. That is also not correct. We first sell things that we don't own and then go purchase it. You're thinking that you need to risk money to make money, whereas we need to first sell the existing thing and then make it better. Did I just round trip back into remixing? Yes, because your video channel at 0 videos, while thinking that you need $15,000 whereas currently you'll only have 5. Right now, you have 5K too much because now you're paralyzed in thinking, oh, I'll just be happy when I get to $15 billion, whereas $5 billion, I'm not quite happy yet. Happiness is where you're currently at. Am I being a smartass? No. This is stand-up comedy, me dropping truth bombs that are simultaneously hilarious while also being incredibly useful. Instead of focusing on your specific warehousing session, let me and you connect on Twitter, and I will answer your questions via Twitter Spaces in 9 minutes after this video ends. I don't need you to subscribe. I just need you to write down my Twitter. Oh, I don't have Twitter. Well, this will be a reason, because I will answer your questions not in a personal phone call, because I need it recorded in case you're going to do some nefarious stuff. This conversation's recorded. Will I be charging you $50,000 for this consultative session? No, it's free. So, to wrap with stand-up comedy with remixing is, how many books have you read that empower you to decompress what the author mentored us to do, combined with what the author is telling us? And can we extrapolate as if we had a podcast interview with Warren Buffett? I wonder if you could use AI to do that. Oh, you can. What if you used AI to ask, what would chapter 65 be? That would be Columbia University, page 127. What if you used AI to ask, hey, what would chapter 66 be? That would be Snowball if Warren Buffett had a computer science degree from the University of Illinois. Number 1 in Champaign-Urbana. In the rest of America, maybe in the top 75. Yeah, I ended up teaching at Stanford University, but let's just focus on, what if Warren Buffett had a computer science degree from the University of Illinois and then came up with chapter 67? Chapter 67 is exactly chapter 19, because Warren Buffett did not read this book. Do you know why I know Warren Buffett didn't read this book? Because he called this content rat poison. Chapter 16, 17, and 18 is the Bitcoin wave. Is this knowledge intimidating you? Well, that's what Asian intelligence is chapter 67 is chapter 19. What is chapter 19? It's the Bitcoin wave. What's chapter 16, 17, and 18? That's the Bitcoin standard. It's the Bitcoin solution in Safedin's book, The Fiat Standard. Do you see how AI is just slapping you in the face? You just need to pick up the money and say, hey, artificial intelligence, what's chapter 68, the Bitcoin wave, chapters 19 through 33 of the mobile wave? Do you like how this video just went on a rampage? Michael Saylor, my mentee, he said when people asked him in Miami 2022, hey, are you going to write the book, The Bitcoin Wave? Because you constantly are mentioning the mobile wave and the G7, the global 9 companies that are 90% of the stock market. Mr. Saylor, are you going to write the book, The Bitcoin Wave? Why would I write another book that you don't read when I wrote the book Mobile Wave and you didn't read it? Well, guess who read it? This guy. Guess who wrote chapters 19 through 33? Or at least the outline, because All you need is the outline, and the rest of it AI can do for you. The hard part is the prompting. This video is going to wrap with faux franchise, chapter 69, fake franchise. What's a fake franchise? That would be www.bro. Do you have ADHD? No. I'm speaking in a way that allows every component to be remixed and every snippet is clippable. It's like when that Miami Vice director decided to make the whole movie 90 minutes of a trailer. Because Michael Mann, he made commercials and he directed in 30-second clips, 45-second clips, maximum 60-second clips. So they said, hey, do you want to direct a movie, Miami Vice? He's like, yeah, the whole movie's going to be a trailer. That's bro. Do you have ADHD? Which is faux franchises. So with faux franchises, fake franchises, what we're doing is we're coming up with a joke that becomes real. Did I just do that with bro? You have ADHD.com. It turns out I don't, because think about the structure of this video. And remember, in about 6 minutes, under 6 minutes, toxic gameplays, we are going to do a call on Twitter. Locate your phone, jettison from this conversation, load up your X app, because I'm going live on X to talk to toxic gameplays, where this continues for faux franchises, your rando 15K warehouse expense, and this is follow-up. I could have you call my cell phone number, 650-283-8008, but then you're going to think, oh, he's going to steal my PII. If I were to want to steal your PII, I would just pay $25 to $30 to get it, your social security number, which is a practice done by Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. But then why would I want to steal the identity of people that are worth below $15 million? I don't want to steal your identity. I want to make you better by springboarding you from negative $4,000 to $3,000 for the last time I went live to $145, which is via ENGR 145. Eager newbies gaining revenue. Hashtag ENGR 145. Hey, Larry, that sounds like a Stanford engineering class. Are you going to charge me $75,000? This is what it costs. Chad Hurley, Steve Chen website, which is zero. Yeah. Stanford Engineering 145 is available, all 20 lectures, on YouTube. Oh, but like I don't get professor interaction. Every question that gets asked at Technology Entrepreneurship, I answered via one of these videos. You had a question about 15K warehouse, 5K warehouse. I'm going to answer that and slap it on X. When you show up or don't show up, I'll still be talking as if I'm guessing at what you're going to ask about, for you thinking that you need to buy things to sell things. That's what I'll be talking about as this kind of conversation, which is me guessing at what you're thinking and doing listener train of thought. That's faux franchise before venture capital, but faux franchise finishing, the faux franchise of the book, The Bitcoin Wave. Can we sell? Do you like how I put the sticker? Because you can buy this book for less than $1. Faux franchise, The Bitcoin Wave. Fiat Standard, me and the author are in a book club. What book are we reading? We're reading his book. Who got his cell phone number in front of a dozen Bitcoin people? I did. People laughed because I'm dumber than you and smarter than you. That's faux franchise. The faux franchise of next May in the Marriott downtown Omaha, which is super close to the Hilton Garden Inn, which is super close to the Courtyard, which is super close to the Hilton. First weekend of May is going to be Berkshire Hathaway CEO taking over for Warren Buffett. Is Chapter 73 going to be talked about? Oh, yeah, because Chapter 71 is deeply understanding private equity capital. Is Chapter 72 Venue 4 is Venue 1? Yes. This harkens back to there's only two layers of venture capital, layer 1 and layer 2. Venue 0 and Venue 1 are the same as Venue 4. Layer 1 is LinkedIn. Technically, it's 0. Layer 3 is also LinkedIn. Are you getting tired? Or should we continue? Because the last component is deeply understanding debit data. Good job joining, because this is the nugget. We're moving from a credit system to a debit system. What is credit? Infinite printing, infinite vagueness, infinite debt. Well, that system is ended because a bunch of computer scientists decided to take away money's rules from people who are rulers. Let me repeat that genius thing so that way you understand the snowball effect of Chapter 71 and Chapter 67 and Chapter 68. Humans controlling money, that's bad. Rulers making the rules for money, that's bad. What's better is if the three laws of thermodynamics, that they controlled money. Toxic Gameplays, I will be joining you in a moment. To wrap, we can win going from a credit system to a debit system using Chapter 71, deeply understood debit data. Duddy. Deeply understanding debit data. Is Duddy going to be a joke franchise? Yes. Is Duddy going to need to be a certain duck? Yes. It's Duddy the Duck. That's the joke that is genius, because we're moving from a credit system on fiat and fake money and a bunch of money lending to a debit system, which is Web 5. Did I just explain to you why Bitcoin's going to hit $75 million per Satoshi? Pretty much. That's us winning at all the steps, which is us enjoying stand-up comedy. I'm Larry Chiang. I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe, because this is the first time I've ever asked for that. Actually, instead of liking, listen in on me and Toxic Gameplays over on X.